We ran the state of Pennsylvania, and we can make that call, the 19 electoral votes. That puts it at 267, not officially over the 270, but the path that it takes to get
Here
to
at our partners as well, CBS News, have not made that projection yet. We were just hearing from Tom that some key parts of that vote from big urban areas like Philadelphia, that's not complete yet, but that's what the crowd was just reacting to there, John.
Fox News, I believe, which is being pumped in there at the moment. Fox News has made that projection. Obviously, we haven't, and we've been talking all night about how projections are made. There's a very strict kind of mathematical formula to how they're done, based on exit polls, based on the number of votes that have been counted. Their projections are sometimes made before you have 100% of votes counted, which is something a little different to what we're used to in our part of the world, where that doesn't happen until all of the votes are counted. So, not that we'll say unhear that, but that's what Fox News are projecting. That's not what we're going with at this point.
We've just seen a face in the crowd there that viewers in the UK will recognise, Nigel Farage, now an MP. In the British Parliament, a friend of Donald Trump. He's campaigned and been staying with Donald Trump at his resort there in Florida. A key part of the campaign, and now a key part of what Donald Trump is clearly trying to project as a celebration.
Yeah, and just look at that split screen again for our viewers in the UK who are waking up. That on the left side of your screen is the joyous, jubilant crowd of Donald Trump campaign headquarters. On the right, that was the Harris campaign headquarters, where there was a massive crowd earlier in the evening. They were hoping, expecting at some point that they would see Vice President Harris. And then as the evening had progressed, we mentioned the fact that those swing states were called. Well, at some point, a Harris campaign spokesperson came out and told people that she would not be coming on location there to this rally.
Yes, Kamala Harris said that she wasn't conceding tonight. Her co-chair said that the counting would go on, that it's still technically possible for her to get to that 270 votes in the Electoral College, but certainly the mood music, well, in fact, I don't think there is any music being played anymore. It's completely silent there, isn't it? It was astonishing, Katrina, how quickly those crowds left.
Oh, from Kamala Harris's rally at Howard University, yeah. I mean, there was a DJ going all night long. Anytime you spoke to anyone from there all night, it was kind of like disco ball vibes going on. But then when the word was sent out that Kamala Harris was not going to appear tonight, that she would appear tomorrow, when it was said she would address her supporters and address the nation, was how it was phrased. Everyone was told to go home, basically. Hang in there, folks, was basically the message. Wait for the votes to be counted in these other states, and that counting is still going on. We have to stress there are no projections officially that we can bring to you at this point in time. But that call was made at the Harris campaign at about local time, 1:15 in the morning or thereabouts. So, or 1:45 rather. So, of course, everyone went home. It's very late here in Washington, D.C. It's warm by day, but it's pretty chilly by night if you're standing outside in that quad there, outside Howard University. Very famous, historically black college here in the US, and of course, the alma mater of Kamala Harris. But yeah, the scene could not be more stark when you look at that, emptied out. And then the convention centre there in West Palm Beach, absolutely full to capacity. Plenty of MAGA red hats on show as well.
Two very different candidates, two very different campaigns, and two very different pictures on your screen right now of two different HQs. Katrina, for now, thank you very much indeed. Stephanie Murphy, Democrat. What do you make of the pictures we're seeing and the mood you're getting from the Harris campaign?
Well, I think it's a night that didn't pan out the way that they might have hoped. I think there wasn't anything to announce, and so she let those folks go home as opposed to standing out in the cold. And I think you just wait to see the rest of the votes be counted. And I think other than the White House and the Senate, there's also House races that are going on, and we're watching those. There are quite a few seats in the western states that could determine the control of the House representatives, and I think Democrats continue to keep their eye on those races.
Yeah, we should say the House of Representatives, the Senate. We've been talking about these for our viewers in the UK, of course, who are familiar with this or maybe not. I mean, we're talking about the balance of power in Congress. Of course, we have seen CBS projecting that the Senate has gone to the Republicans. It was Democrat in this Biden-Harris administration. Now we've seen it go to the Republicans, and we are waiting to see what the House of Representatives will end up, how it will end up. But that could, of course, have a big, big impact on whoever the future president is. At this point, of course, we don't know who that will be, but the balance of power in Congress is very important. Rodney, you have also run many campaigns. Looking at these pictures, can you give us an idea of what this moment is like? I mean, probably a lot of anticipation. You're waiting. You can't say much yet because the race, they're not at that 270 just yet, but still, you're feeling good, feeling confident.
Well, they should feel confident, and that's why I've said probably a few hours ago, I think the race is over. Other prognosticators, CBS has not made the call yet, but Decision Desk has called Pennsylvania for Donald Trump, and that would put him over the top to 270. And when he comes out and offers his victory speech, the world's going to see that he believes he won Pennsylvania. Could that be polled if the votes change? Sure. I mean, 2018, another network, I won't say which one it was, but it started with a C and ended with an N, called my race against me. And 30 minutes later, they had to pull it back because it was a wrong projection. I don't think Decision Desk is going to be wrong. Otherwise, somebody would be at the Harris campaign. Tammy Baldwin, Senator Baldwin, would be going home if she thought that there was a chance that she would be able to declare victory tonight. It doesn't matter what the weather is. I mean, it's 63 degrees Fahrenheit, 17 degrees Celsius here in DC. That is not cold.
Cold for some of us, right? When the sun's not out, that's kind of cold.
Look, it's okay to let people know they went home because they think they're going to lose. And that's exactly what's happened tonight.
The projection which caused the first real burst of excitement for those Trump supporters in Florida was a couple of hours ago, the projection that he would win North Carolina, and Helena Humphrey is in North Carolina for us right now. Helena, do you just want to explain how you read the shift and the results there?
Yes, because we have been looking at all of these groups over the course of the week very carefully, and essentially what we thought we would need to see is Kamala Harris start to draw from around 60% of white women voters who voted for Donald Trump in 2020. But when you take a look at the exit poll breakdown, what we still have seen is a majority of women coming out for Kamala Harris. So where do we get the explanation here? Well, perhaps when we take a look at some of those 25